While my husband accompanied his pure love on a hot air balloon ride in Turkey, I knelt beside the bodies of our daughter and mother-in-law, sobbing uncontrollably. When husband's pure love returned to the States, she waltzed right in and mistakenly drank the mother-in-law's ashes, thinking it was milk tea. My husband, assuming it was our daughter's ashes, lashed out at me. So what if our daughter died? Why would you set up Erta like this? Truly, a woman's heart is the most venomous. Upon learning the truth, my husband dropped to his knees in public, slapping himself dozens of times, ripping pure love's throat, his face twisted with malice. You bitch, spit out my mother right now. Jolene, I'm here. I rasped in response. The crematorium's packed lately. It's either $2,000 to jump the queue or wait a month. I fished out my shattered phone from my blood-soaked jeans. My husband Brent still hadn't sent this month's living expenses, and $2,961 was all I had left in savings. After another unanswered call to Brent, I forked over $2,000 to cremate my mother-in-law's body first. I knelt before the metal coffins of my daughter and mother-in-law, my eyes stinging and raw, sobbing uncontrollably. This morning, my mother-in-law and I had taken my 5-year-old daughter on the bus to go grocery shopping. Then there was an accident. Bus flipped on its side, instantly crushing my daughter and mother-in-law to death. I survived by sheer luck, enduring excruciating pain as I called Brent countless times. I couldn't get through. Unexpectedly, I saw a post from Brent's soulmate Britta on social media. The picture showed her with a man in a hot air balloon, location tagged as Turkey. Dreaming of romantic Turkey with you, and off to Tokyo and Paris together. Britta's smile was radiant, and the man wearing sunglasses beside her had a profile identical to Brent's. No, it couldn't be him. Brent had explicitly told me he was swamped with work, pulling overtime every day. How could he possibly be in Turkey? The more I tried to wipe the blood from my hand onto the phone screen, the blurrier it became. I refused to believe that man was my husband, the one I shared a bed with. Limping and practically crawling, I made my way to the bodies of my daughter and mother-in-law. I wept hysterically as I followed the rescue workers to the crematorium. The wait for the cremation felt excruciatingly long. It wasn't until the sky had turned pitch black that my mother-in-law's ashes were finally brought out. I returned to our eerily empty home, clutching my mother-in-law's ashes, physically and emotionally exhausted. I had no idea how to break this devastating news to Brent. How could he possibly bear losing both his mother and daughter in a single day? I typed and deleted again in our chat window. Just then, Brent sent a rapid-fire series of photos. Every single one was of him and Britta together. The backdrop was unmistakably inside a hot air balloon. My blood ran cold and my entire body froze. The double blow of losing my family and facing betrayal left me gasping for air. I'd rather it was me who died. Brent, how could you do this to me? Soon after, Brent deleted his messages one by one. As if nothing happened, he sent me a message. Company documents sent by mistake. With trembling hands, I questioned him. Where the hell are you? Do you have any idea how big of a mess things are at home? After a long while, Brent replied, do I need to know? You're just a housewife who can't even handle things at home. What else can you do? Did I marry you to be a useless freeloader? My already cold heart plummeted to rock bottom. I laughed bitterly at myself, deleting the news of our daughter's and mother-in-law's deaths. He'd been staying out for days or weeks with his first love, not coming home or answering calls. When had he ever cared about this family? Why should I bother disrupting his good time? Brent and I met through an arranged date. When we got married, he said he'd be responsible for earning money, while I'd take care of his mobility-impaired mother and our future children. Seeing his career on the rise, I quit my job without hesitation to become a full-time housewife. For 6 years after our marriage, I made Brent the center of my world, doting on him, serving tea to his mother, and carefully nurturing our daughter. But Brent's attitude towards me grew increasingly cold, and he came home later and later. Yet I never complained, because I had promised Brent that I would trust and support him no matter what happened. However,